Hey Sag, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. This is a reading for April 2020. Hope everyone's doing well. I know things are kind of nuts out there. So I'm pulling out my very grounded pagan deck. It's the, oh geez, what is it? What is this deck? I think I have a whole stack of stuff. What is it? Druidcraft. It's the Druidcraft. Sorry. Tarot. So let's see what's going on. 5 of Swords. Ugh. You know, I think these types of, I just saw that, these types of situations where we're quarantined or social distancing, you really, or there are things imposed that are really beyond anyone's control, really shows people's character. It's where I work, a lot of things have had to be, non-essential things have had to be stopped because, of the virus. So it's interesting. There are tons of people most people are just like, yep, it is what it is. We got to do it. It's the way it is. But there are just these certain people that act like they're basically themselves, and what they want to do is more important than anything, than anyone else. And they think the rules should be bent for them and everything's an exception for them. So I will tell you, this will be a very interesting time to really see people's true character. So pay attention to that. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. This is really going to show you, when people are being tested, what their true nature is, what their true priorities are. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of, I know what I'm doing with the cards in general, but this spread, I'm just kind of pulling stuff out. Actually, I'm going to put these down here and go like that. Wait, that's not right. There we go. And we're going to get one more. Okay. So what's the bottom? The Hanged Man. Yeah, we're all feeling the Hanged Man. Hopefully it doesn't stick on that because some nudity there. The Hanged Man. So yeah, this is another time when you can really show your character, your true nature. So we're stuck inside. We can't do things we want to do. There's uncertainty. We don't know how long we're going to be hanging. So it's times like these where we can either fight it and be upset and worry. I'm not saying don't worry because that's ridiculous. It's a worrisome thing. Or can we look at this as a way to enlightenment, to see things from a different perspective, to challenge ourselves? Are we going to use our time wisely? I know I'm transition to working from home, so I get a whole hour and a half back in my day because I don't have to commute. So what am I going to do with that time? Am I going to use it wisely? Am I going to realize that there are people that live with food insecurity, that are chased from their homes, that are literally homeless and have nowhere to go because of political unrest or whatever? Am I going to have more compassion now that I'm stuck at home with a Wi-Fi and a fridge full of food and I still have a job? Can I see things and be more compassionate now towards other people? Can I be innovative, and because things are different, can I use this time to find a new innovative way to do something and actually really push my creativity and discover something new, or a new hobby, or a new product, or a new way of doing things. And this Ace of Wands really supports that, this innovation, um, and taking action in maybe a different way, because we can't go about our normal routine. Yeah, so again, right in the middle of this diamond spread I decided to do is the Five of Swords. So it'd be really interesting to see people's character. And then, boy, you have this Ten of Swords. So there will be someone that you are like, you know what? I really see who you are, and I am done, because that behavior and that selfishness and that self-centeredness and that narcissism, or whatever it is, I would rather be alone. And I will be happier and healthier on my own. This person takes care of their own stuff. They can manage their life. They don't need someone else. There's no desperation. They can take care of themselves. And if someone comes along to add to their life, then that's great. That's a welcome. But there's no desperation or need or feeling this person feels complete on their own. So this could be around the moons. I forgot to tell you about the moons, so I had to write them down. So this month we have, on April 8th, a full moon in Libra. So that's a cardinal sign. Libra, balance, fairness, justice. And then the new moon is on April 23rd in Taurus, which is a very grounded yet stubborn and fixed energy. But that can really be used to our advantage. I think during a time when we're home, it's like, great, get grounded, get in touch with your home, declutter, fix it up the way you want. If you have that can of paint, like I do, sitting in the garage because you've been meaning to paint, this is the great time to paint, to do things, declutter, put things online to sell. So use your time wisely. And Taurus likes to have their surroundings reflect them, and be comfortable for them, and look nice, and look into feng shui or whatever you're into. This is, again, that opportunity in a seemingly stuck time in our lives. Now over here is like a pretty awesome thing. We have, well, the Wish card, another 9. We also have the nine of Pentacles, and right at the top I forgot the Hermit. So we have 3 9s. Yeah, the Hermit, I mean, on a mundane level, is we all are kind of hermits holed up in our houses, which is kind of how I live anyway. But the Hermit with the Hanged Man is this whole situation is going to have a profound, lasting effect on people. It's like September 11th. Like, it changes you if you've been through it. And, sometimes it's fleeting, but for a lot of us, I think it will, spiritually, the way we look at things with this Hierophant, we will be changed, and most for the better, even if it's just getting a toxic person out of your life. Then we also have the Lovers. So we have the Wish card and the Lovers. And look at this Taurus energy, this King of Pentacles. This mature, grounded, centered person energy. Really feeling the spring, feeling connected to the earth. It's pretty interesting too with I did go to work a couple days this week, and I live in a rural state, but still in the morning, the traffic in the morning on the interstate is just bumper to bumper. It's insane. The traffic congestion is less. I know I won't be wasting as much food because I can't just run out to the grocery store, or I shouldn't be, on any whim just to get more stuff. So, and I've even been teaching that to my son, like, hey, I don't know the next time I can get to the store, so you may want to not eat all of your favorite things all at once, because once they're gone, and that's the way it's going to be. So it's a pretty interesting time. This came up in a daily reading. I started doing daily readings during the self social distancing and isolation we're going through right now. It might be a really interesting time to get online if you're looking for someone, because we're not going to be going out on dates, right? So you may have a chance to really get to know someone and connect with someone that you may not otherwise have, because it was more superficial or just a quick first date and it was like, no. But you're going to have to talk to these people and maybe get to know them a little better. And that might lead you to someone you may not have otherwise, I think I made up a word, otherwise connected with. So I think these full moons are going to be interesting. I'm sorry, I have my phone up because even though I have reduced hours, I still want to keep in touch at work. So I want to hear when things are coming in. All right, so I want to do speaking of meeting someone or some love, for those of you who aren't kicking your 5 of Swords person to the curb, let's see, shall we? Let's pull 3 cards for the romantic front. I've heard people saying there's going to be a whole lot of babies born in about 9 months. Okay, come on. Come on, guys. I don't have all day. Let's do it. Trying to force something doesn't work. It's a great time to get in shape. If you're on YouTube watching this video, then there are all sorts of, the lovers again, look at that. There are all sorts of free videos on YouTube, free workout videos. I really like Body Fit by Amy. I don't know her. I get no money from her. Oh my God, guys. 2 of Cups. Take a master class. I mean, you could do anything with this time if you use it wisely. So let me know in the comments what you're doing, what you're taking advantage of during this time off. Not time off, time at home. What's this? 9 of Swords. And 3 of Cups. Well, it's interesting. The 3 of Cups on the bottom. I mean, the 3 of Cups is usually my card about going out and socializing and being with friends. And if you get in a love reading, if it comes up, I always encourage people, hey, if you get an invitation, go out. You might meet someone, even if it's not an event where you think you would meet someone. So that's not evidence-based right now. Science, we're supposed to be staying in and distancing, so I'm definitely not going to say that. However, it is at the bottom of the deck. So again, you may be thinking, how do I meet someone? How do I keep in touch with someone? And this is where maybe try online dating. If online dating wasn't something you felt comfortable, this may be a change of perspective for you, and you may want to try it. And boy, I'm telling you, with the Lovers and the 2 of Cups, that certainly is a match. But the weird thing is this 9 of Swords, it's almost like it worries you about finding someone. So you may want to really question if you are putting up blocks if you're single. Are you somehow blocking people and not understanding it? Do you have a cord to an old relationship you need to cut? YouTube, you have time. Go look up, search cord cutting. Just be careful with the cord cutting. It's the strangest thing, but it's happened to me every time I've done it pretty much. It's the person seems to sense it and may reach out. So have a plan in place before you do it. Either block them, delete them, I would absolutely, if you still have anyone you're pining over, or anyone who hurt you and it didn't work out, yet somehow you still want to date them, you know how we do that. We all do that. Block them, stop following, delete them. Done. Like, because what you think about, if you're obsessing about it, thinking about them over and over, you're just keeping them in your energy field and on your mind and feeding energy into a negative situation. So I think for me, that's what that card is saying. There's some sort of block, or you're still tied to something else, and if you can release that, then you can bring in, I mean, the Lover and the Two Cups, I don't know what to say. It's not just a match, a connection, a passion, two people really drawn to each other. It's a real connection on a deeper level. It's a true love bond. I mean, this is the ultimate love card for me in the deck. So it's a choice. The Lovers is also a choice. What are you going to choose? Worrying and thinking and bringing issues from old relationships forward and blocking yourself from meeting someone new, or letting that go and opening yourself up to new relationships and bringing in someone that might have a real connection to. All right, Sag. Thank you so much for joining me. That was your reading for April 2020. I hope you're doing well. Please follow the recommended guidelines. If you need information, go to your local health department, the CDC in the US, or the World Health Organization. Make sure you're getting your information from a valid place. And as a public health degree person, take this seriously. I know it seems unreal and overly cautious, but we all are in this together, and staying isolated and listening to the science is definitely the best way to go. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.